Winter Spring, the North Pole of World of Warcraft. But instead of Santa and elves, you just get weird gnoll people, dragons, demons, and dumb-looking owl creatures. Along with several other mobs, but there is one that stands out amongst the lineup. That would be all the fucking ghosts smack dab in the center of the zone. Apparently this was once a Elven City or something, and all these losers are still here because they're upset because they died. I don't know. I don't know the full story. Either way, we're going to be doing God's work and banishing these spirits for 10 hours to see what we get. But this is a very special farm because we have someone doing this exact same farm for 10 hours, so we can get a comparison on the loot. That someone would be no other than ClassicGho himself. Now if you're a fan of Mookins, which I'm assuming you are, you'll love him. He really does go into detail breaking down the numbers and seeing how far he can push the DPS with certain items, spells, etc. He also has videos giving tips for specific bosses, which is sick. If you're at all interested in Mookins and wanting to be better as one, you have to check him out, and I'll have his video of the 10-hour farm linked down below. I'm sure you'll love his content because I know I do personally. With our homie in crime by our side, let's just get into this 10-hour ghost farm. Hey! Over 50% of you aren't subscribed. So do me the tiny favor hitting that sub button, and then me and you were on the same team. We're going to be good. Just do me that itty bitty favor. And if you aren't hitting that sub button, just know your name's on the list. So this is the part where I'd usually go on a rant or do a montage, but I figured since we're farming ghosts that I'll tell the story of my experience with the paranormal. If you're not interested, I'll have the timestamp down below with just the end results. So back in high school, me and my friends thought it would be cool to go ghost hunting. Because none of us had seen a ghost, and honestly it would probably be just a fun night going out together and just really hanging out. Then my stepdad got wind of it, and next thing you know, he's got a spot lined up and he's taking us to it. The area he found was an old tuberculosis hospital, but it had been torn down and only the foundation was left. And to be fair, some of the foundation still had dry blood on it, so it was pretty creepy. The foundation was out in the middle of a field that had some bushes, a few trees, and grass, but overall pretty plain. So we go out and we're walking on the foundation, just checking it out, taking some pictures. But pretty quickly we started hearing noises like bushes moving and rustling. We didn't think much of it because we're out in the middle of nowhere, so it was probably an animal or something. Then suddenly you hear the sound of metal being hit and dragged across the ground. It happened fairly quickly, like you heard it, we all looked in the direction where it came from, but it just as quickly stopped. We moved over to the area and we did find a big piece of metal that was pretty heavy, so whatever moved it was pretty big. But again, we chalked it up to an animal and moved back to the foundation. We then for whatever reason got fixated on this tree right next to the foundation. It was a dead tree that had a hole in it. I don't know what was going on with us, but we were staring at that tree and slowly moving towards it. But then two of our friends got scared and ran over to the truck and sat in it and were yelling at us saying that we were crazy. Then I don't know what happened, but my stepdad got spooked and he just dipped to the truck himself. So the rest of us just followed suit. I hopped into the passenger seat with my stepdad in the driver's seat. We were looking out front with the headlights on when we saw the figure. I shouldn't say a figure because it didn't really have a shape. It was more like a blob that was transparent. It was moving against the wind and moved in front of our truck and towards the passenger side where I was sitting. I looked out my window and didn't see anything, so I looked over to my stepdad to kind of get a confirmation that what I saw was actually there. And he did see it, so he very quickly just got the hell out of there. Once we got home, I guess he told my mom about it and how it moved towards my door because she came rushing into my room just hanging up crosses. There's no demons allowed in this house. But I still can't explain what I saw that night, and not to get into like a religious talk or whatever, but it made me question what I believed then, if that makes any sense. And that was my paranormal experience. I didn't have anything happen after that. I mean, I woke up one night, freaked the hell out, and I thought I saw stuff moving in my room, but honestly it was just me being paranoid, and it was more embarrassing than just anything, paranormal. But let me know in the comment section down below if you guys have had any ghost encounters, or if you have any stories that are just outright weird. I would love to hear them. Anyhow, after farming for 10 hours, this is what we got. 464 ruin cloth, 4 major healing potions, 6 superior mana potions, 4 winter's chill enchants, and roughly 114 raw gold. Making the rune cloth into bandages and vending them, we made a whopping 300 gold from this farm. Honestly, not that bad, and I'm curious on what ClassicGho got. And again, if you're interested, I'll have that video linked down below. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more from me, then hit that sub button. And I just want to give a special thanks to ClassicGho for kind of helping me with this video, and kind of doing a little bit of a collab. He's an awesome content creator, and I'm really happy to see him really pushing Moonkin to the max, and I'm really excited to see where he does push it, So make sure to give him a sub, and make sure to have a great day. Peace.